Beware, literal-minded theists. The Satanic Temple is coming to a city hall near you, where devotees of Beelzebub plan to drink blood-like liquids, perform fetishized faux fetus flagellation, and challenge the legality of that beloved Ten Commandments tablet outside your municipal courthouse.
You mean the Ten Commandments tablet that doesn't affect you one bit, and that doesn't break any constitutional amendment?
So yeah, it went from being kind of a joke, political troll, which we can talk more about, to being an authentic religion in a very short period of time. So that's kind of the story of the film.
For people who haven't seen the movie yet, explain exactly what is it? What is the trollishness, and how does that trollishness transform into something else?
So the Satanic Temple is a religious organization for Satanists. Satanism predates the Satanic Temple. It's been around for about 60 years as a religious identity. A small religious identity. It's been around for 60 years. So the Satanic Temple seeks to gather up all these Satanists and advocate for their religious equality in the public sphere.
Bullshit. They don't want religious equality. They want to be absolute assholes.
And the way that they do that is that you kind of look around the United States of America and you find places where the evangelical right has decided that they want to bring religion into the public sphere, if that's prayer in public schools, or monuments on public land, or prayers before government meetings. The Satanic Temple says, great, well, you've now opened the public forum for religious expression. Since we can't discriminate amongst various religious expressions, we also would like to participate. And then mayhem ensues.
Yes, because you're a bunch of nothing but atheists.
That's the kind of storyline for each one of these actions. And they've had dozens and dozens of similar actions around the country. So that's the trolling part, right?
Because and it's an airtight constitutional argument, right?
It's pretty hard to argue with, yeah.
I mean, they
actually, no, they do not have a constitutional argument that is absolutely solid, because you have to have sincerely held religious beliefs.
Test the First Amendment in several jurisdictions, in Arizona, Missouri, where else?
Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
And what do they find?
What do they find?
They find that we are extremely prejudicial about how we enforce the First Amendment. Surprise! We all know that. But there's something about the spectacle of the Satanists coming to town that really pushes the issue in a way that, as a lifelong atheist, I can say, the atheists never seem to quite drum up the same level of attention, right? Like when the atheists come and want to put their bench next to the Ten Commandments, it doesn't quite capture the imagination the same way as a 9.5-foot tall, goat-headed deity.
It's all about attention for you. That's all it is, being an absolute
Can you paint a picture of what this deity they're trying to put next to the Ten Commandments?
Yeah.
What is it? It's a great image. What is it?
No, it's not a great image. It is absolutely hideous. It's not aesthetically pleasing at all.
Religion does not rely upon belief in impossible things to function. Their religion is about taking kind of the best secular, humanist, Enlightenment values.
That is bull.
I remember as a child in elementary school, I had to stand up with the rest of the class every morning and sing "God Bless America." And even as an atheist, as a young atheist, I remember thinking, this is like uncomfortable. This is weird, and I wish I had some sort of way to express my displeasure.
Totally, and I felt the same way. Saying the Pledge of Allegiance every day in school and really chafing at the idea of saying "under God," but not having the courage to be like a huge pain in the ass, and like make a big scene about it.
Yeah.
And sort of making that choice.
Oh, boo-hoo. You had such a horrible childhood for having to say "under God."
And of course, the reproductive rights lawsuit in Missouri is continuing as well, where they're using the Hobby Lobby precedent to say that as Satanists, they feel they should be exempt from mandatory waiting periods and informed consent material.
You mean the right to murder their unborn child?
That is not scientific and based on an explicitly Christian worldview.
I'm a deist, and I believe we should have those things. In fact, most abortions should be illegal, because once you can detect the brainwaves, which happens around the 6th to 7th week, it becomes murder. The only time it is legitimate to have an abortion at that time or later is when the life of the mother is in danger.
They know that people don't like them, and they're like, whatever. And I just think, I have to say, I think that's heroic.
Oh yeah, so heroic. That is utter bull. You're not heroic for being absolute. You're just a whiny.
They had a really successful holiday monument battle in Chicago recently. The Boston City Council is being challenged in courts, is the same as the Arizona kind of city councils, which were illegally discriminating against Satanists in their prayer policies.
Again, bull. You have to have sincerely held religious beliefs, and I highly doubt they do. And you really have no reason to give a about the Ten Commandments statue. That's not hurting you, you absolute. That statue is aesthetically pleasing. The whole point of the separation of church and state had nothing to do with statues or art or anything like that that had religious overtones. The First Amendment is just about not establishing a religion. It had nothing to do with statues of gods or deities or commandments. And if one of your tenets is supposed to be empathy towards all creatures, then why are you such If you really want acceptance of your ideology, then don't be a Anyways, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, share it, comment down below, tell me what you thought. Support my content if you really liked it, and I'll see y'all later.
I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and it's hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works, run. We bop and hippity hop.